Natalie, can we get any word at all, please?
Postcard.
Postcard. Thank you, postcard.
If you want to travel the world, which is the thing that I want the most, I have one recommendation, and that's to put yourself in the post. I want to go to Disneyland. I want to visit all 50 states. I just put myself in the mail, and I end up in someone's mail grave.
Just say yes to the USPS. Just say yes to the USPS. Where you're going, well, that's anyone's guess. Just say yes to the USPS.
If you want to travel near or far, and you want to remember it, just send yourself a card. You know there's nothing scarier than never getting a visit from your mail carrier.
Just say yes to the USPS. Whoa, just say yes to the USPS. You can send homework, you can send studies, you can send tests. Just say yes to the USPS. Send your dog, send your sister, send your wife. Send a bomb, send a gun, send a knife. Send a trophy, send a bird, send a cage. Send anything that fills you up with rage. Just say yes to the USPS. Just say yes to the USPS. They cannot see what you are sending, so get it off your chest. Just say yes to the USPS. Just say yes to the USPS. Oh, yeah. A real scary bridge
nice.
there.
We love the U.S. government and everything it does and provides.
Hee hee, the USPS is well funded and everything is great, and we can definitely count on it being there forever.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Can't wait to vote in the mail again.
Yay! Things are great.
Welcome everybody to Charm Scene, the most charming pod in all the scene. We are so glad to be here. I, for one, am sitting across from the incredibly patriotic Austin Packer.
Ooh, that's me, and I'm sitting across from, hey, it's the friend to all flags, it's Lily Ludwig.
That part's true. Joining us in the room is Francis Scott Key himself. It's Sam Scheidler.
Hello.
Hi, Sam. And then, of course, it's the human firework himself. It's Chris Ditton on the drums. It's like the fizzly ones with
I
all the
love
little,
that.
yeah.
But we couldn't do any of this at all without our charming guest. Every week, we grab someone from the Chicago music improv scene who we have not burned a bridge with yet. And
We're making our way there.
Yeah. We're coming for you. And we have a wonderful guest on today.
She is an actor, a writer, and a podcast host. Quote, she does too much.
Wow. Cringe. You may know her from Shared History Podcast and Under the Kilt, from Baby Wants Candy at Second City, and also a movie called Bride of the Killer Pinata.
It's Emmy Award-winning Natalie Younger.
As a podcast host, I am never on the receiving end of the intros, and I don't like it.
You didn't like it?
I don't want to hear about my life.
No, you told us to say these things.
I know.
We just had this conversation.
And yet?
All right, the way this works is each week we get on a wonderful, charming guest, and we have them tell us a story about their time as a performer. It could be a story from last week. It could be a story from their childhood. It could be a happy story, a sad story, a cringy improv story. Whatever it is, we would love to hear it. And then we take elements of that story and we put them in what we like to call a big old metaphorical blender.
Smart.
See, Natalie, I like that gesture you're doing, but no one can see that.
Podcasting is a visual medium.
You'll never know what she did.
It was cool. I feel changed.
Everyone, take a moment to guess what it was.
Yeah, everyone DM us with what you think Natalie just
Yeah,
did.
send a video of yourself doing what you think the blender motion was.
And we'll put it on our story.
Absolutely, we will. So we're going to put it in a big old metaphorical blender, and then we're going to do a musical based on elements from your story. So Natalie, tell us a story.
So fun thing about my memory is it's a tricky thing. If you ask me a question, I immediately forget everything that I know about the thing that I've just been asked about.
Oh, same.
So you were like, tell me a story about performing, and my brain was like, you've never performed in your life.
We have performed with you.
So
We performed with you last night.
prove it.
I actually do have a picture.
Oh, that's right.
Prove it. So it's safest for me to let's go back. As Hilary Duff would say, let's go back to the beginning.
Love her.
To a story from my youth. I'm the youngest of 3 kids, and I was forced so wholeheartedly against my will as a child to perform in the family theatricals, as you know, like when your older siblings decide that you need to entertain the adults that have come over to your home.
I was that older sibling.
So
Yep.
I was the youngest, and I say I was dragged against my will, but in actuality, I'm pretty sure my parents told my sister and my brother that they had to include me.
Oh, that's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much older were they too?
My brother is just a year older than me. My
Okay.
sister is 4 years older than me.
Okay.
And I often was given roles that didn't speak, which was probably for the best because I also had a horrible speech impediment until about the time I was 10 or 11.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, didn't stop me. I was never shut up. But
Good.
but also my sister needed to like translate for me to the babysitter. But we did a couple that I remember / are immortalized via camcorder. And one was a thrilling production of The Man of La Mancha done with Beanie Babies. Normal things for children under 10 to be doing.
That's awesome.
And I played the platypus, and the platypus was a priest and also mute. Another one that I feel like explains a lot about me was a production of The Jungle Book that made perfect sense because it was set to the song Prince Ali from Aladdin. And I had a leading role.
Oh.
I was Mowgli. I wore what the cool kids are now calling wife pleaser white tank top or vest for our fans abroad.
I love that.
And just red tights. So I should say I'm like maybe 5, 4 or 5. So like this adult men's tank top goes down to my knees.
Yeah.
And my sister was Ka. That's a snake,
The
right?
snake. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think my brother was the panther. And
No one remembers the Panthers'
no,
name.
exactly.
DM us the Panther's name.
Please do. I can really only.
We're not going to Google
I can
it.
name Baloo and I can name Mowgli and Ka. And my sister, I was sitting on a those Fisher Price plastic chairs on top of a Fisher Price plastic table. And my sister, being a method actor and a snake,
Mhm.
couldn't push me with her limbs because she was a snake.
Mhm.
So she hooked her like feet around one of the legs of the table and was dragging it as she was kind of like slithering again to Prince Ali from Aladdin. And I wish that Vine was still a thing so that I could submit it to Perfectly Cut Screams, because my mother's clearly manning the camera, and there's a moment where you just see the jolt of the table, the chair, plastic on plastic, so the chair slides, and you just see me go down, and the camera just
Oh.
cuts. You just hear my mom go, and the camera cuts. And that was my foray into performing arts.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Does that video still exist?
Oh yeah, it's probably the only reason I remembered it.
Yeah.
I took many a tumbles as a children, as plural.
Hi.
I contain multitudes.
Natalie's mom, will you send us that video?
I bet if she can find it,
We'll put it on the gram. We'll put it on the
We
gram.
say that every time, and we never put those videos on the gram.
They're just for your
now
private
it's just a
collection.
joke.
Right. I just keep them.
Okay.
Austin gets
Alright.
them. He hoards them.
I was my family. I feel like we would always want to do theater stuff as kids, but then we'd always like chicken out, or I would make it way too complicated to the point that we couldn't actually do it anymore.
See, what you lacked was my sister making it way too complicated, but also being like, and we're gonna do
And
it.
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna. We did a news broadcast. I had
fun.
lines. I was the weather girl.
Nice.
I
There
don't
we
know
go.
if I was told that I needed to be memorized because everyone else was reading off of scripts, or if it was because I was an age that I couldn't read yet. But I'm fully off book.
Mm.
Not professional. And everyone else is looking at their lines. And this was when I had, this was deeply complicated. And I
Mhm.
did have my speech impediment in full bloom.
Sure.
So, and it wasn't complicated. It was, there is no too complicated, Austin. I want to go back in time and like shake little Austin and be like, you can do anything you want.
Aw.
And you can make your siblings.
Why is there an adult woman shaking me?
Anything you want. If you put your mind to it.
Mom, I want to do less.
Well, my siblings' equivalent of that was we would record. We had like the voice recorder on the computer, and we'd record little like faux NPR segments. So we'd be like, "This is Glinda Thompson. Welcome to Droplets, where droplets of news resonate with our guests." Like just stupid stuff like that.
That's so good.
I love that.
We'd also make up songs. Like we once had this song about spiders that was so good. It was just completely improvised. Just us gathering around a microphone being like, spiders, we have to eat spiders. And there was this one moment of like this beautiful, like multi-layered harmony that just, it was impossible to recreate. We could never figure out what
Are you
we
telling
did.
me you've been trying to chase that high ever since? And that's
Ever
why you
since
asked me
then.
and Austin
That's
to
why
do
the
this?
podcast
That's what
Yeah.
it's for. It's to happen. Yeah. And we're trying to like stumble back into that beautiful
Right.
harmony.
Writing down spiders. We have to eat spiders.
Sam's career journey is just a straight line. He's
Yeah,
like, I
all
found
makes
what I
sense.
liked real young and I never deviated from the plan.
I always picture Sam's childhood because you've got a big old family, Sam.
Yeah.
Like you've got 1,000 siblings somehow.
That's too
I
many.
have 7 siblings. Yeah.
Yeah. We went to your
We're
birthday
rounding
party
up.
and I honestly thought you were kidding when you said that they were all your siblings because there were so many people
Yeah, I
there.
met like 4 different people who introduced themselves as Sam's sister. I was like, something's up.
Did you
Weird bit.
Did you
Yeah.
grow up in the Sound of Music? Was that your
In a lot of ways, it was similar. Yeah, there was a lot of singing.
There was a lot of
There was a lot of traipsing.
a
through
nun
town.
showed up to be your mom?
Yeah.
there was a lot of curtains worn as clothing.
Yeah.
A lot
Drapes.
of marionettes. Yeah.
Wow.
Mine were much simpler when I was a kid. I would write what are now as a comedian, I would call them blackout sketches. That I just wrote a bunch
Oh.
of those and forced my younger brother to do them with me. And the one I remember very clearly was, and we were doing this for just my dad, who is a wonderful man, but I don't think could have cared less about these sketches. And we'd be like, Dad, we got another one. And he'd put down his like newspaper or whatever and be like, all right, here we go.
Classic
And so I remember we were both standing there, like very rigid, and it was, we are robots. And then we faced each other and bumped into each other and went, ow, and did it again. Ow, and did it again. Ow. And that was it. And then we would run into the living room and write another one and come back.
Your dad was like, please, I'm just trying to watch the game.
Yeah, literally. And he was right.
We Are Robots does sound like a good blackout, though. You could do that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It is a good blackout.
Oh, okay, great. I think we have to do something with kids putting on a show. I think
Yeah.
I think we've got to go in that direction. I just think there's so many fun stories here. Also, we just did a Jungle Book show with Derek, so we cannot do the Jungle Book.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, we like this.
Yeah.
This is a podcast
Listen,
game.
I've just explained that I'm the youngest and my sister said we are doing this and I just went, okay.
All right, well,
So
I'll be your sister then.
Yeah,
we are
Natalie,
doing
we're
this.
doing this.
Okay.
We open on a family reunion. It's someone's big backyard, but where are all the kids, huh? Well, they're in the living room and they're prepping and they're pulling things out, toys out, costume things, because they're getting ready for the show of their lives. In just a few short minutes, they will be performing for their entire family, whether the family knows or cares about it or not. This is it. This is their big thing on the stage. Kids are everywhere, far too many cousins, siblings, all of them all mixing together for the big show.
lights, camera, action. And by that I mean lamps. We're gonna make this look so good. It's so fun. I'm practicing with my puppet. I'm writing some lines. I have some notes. I don't care. You're the youngest.
I've been reading Othello, but I can't read that well, so I'm just gonna hold the book. I'm gonna make people think that I'm an intellectual. That's my whole thing.
It's time for the show. It's time for the show. What it will be, no one knows, but it's time for the show. It's time for the show. It's time for the show. Whatever I say goes. It's time for the show.
Okay, I'm looking at the script you wrote, and it seems mostly fine. But I was wondering why I don't have any lines.
Well, maybe if you were faster or smarter or didn't sound like an idiot.
Is it okay if in this show that I wear a beret, even though that's not something that you would say? I thought it would be kind of fun if I were a French bread baker.
No one's gonna look at you, they're only gonna be looking at me. It's time for the show. It's time for the show. What it'll be, no one knows, but it's time for the show. I've been training for this for at least the last hour. I will stand center stage or living room into my power. No one here can bring me down. I'm the best cousin in this whole damn town. It's time to go far. It's time to show them I'm a star. It's time for the show. It's time for the show. I would give you lines if you don't blow it. It's time for the show. It's time for the show. It's time for the show.
3, 2, 1, here we go!
It's time for the show.
And we watch as a mom slides open the sliding screen door and goes, "Kids, are you coming out
Don't
at
come
all?"
in yet!
We're not ready.
We're not ready.
Okay, well, I mean, we're about to serve dinner.
We'll let you know.
Okay, the burgers are ready.
Hold them.
They're gonna be cold by the time you get out here, kiddos.
That was not in my rider, I'll tell you that.
We can't work like this.
Jessica, the oldest, Jessica.
Yes, Mom.
Are you keeping track of all your little siblings and cousins here?
I have them well wrangled and in hand, Mom.
Are you
And
sure?
we have Band-Aids, and Ben opened all of them, so we're safe.
You might need them because little Jimmy's sliding down the banister as we speak.
Jimmy!
I
He's
put-
practicing his Mary Poppins.
I put you in charge, Jessica.
I know, and it is not a role that I take lightly. Very serious about this, Mom. I'm basically an adult. I'm 12.
Jessica.
Yeah?
If this isn't the best show you've ever put on, I swear,
Mom,
you will never do another show at the family reunion ever again.
Mom, I said that I could do this, and I can do this.
We waited 4 hours last year for a show that never happened.
Well, this one is going to be even better than that one was going to be. We just needed to workshop it for another year, Mom. But this time, we've got it, Mom. I promise I could do this, Mom.
Jessica, let me make these stakes all the more clear. If this is not the best show I've ever seen ever, in our backyard, in the next 20 minutes, I'm taking you out of art school.
I've never seen that vein in your mom's forehead.
You will have to go to STEM school, where they don't teach arts, they only teach the things that fit into the anagram STEM.
What did those stand for?
Science,
Yeah.
technology,
Yeah?
electricity, and math.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it.
And there is no art, no creative spirit. It is the opposite of High School Musical.
Oh, no. STEM is where the arts go to die.
And that's where you'll go if this show isn't great. Get it done, Jessica. And she slides the screen door dramatically.
See, I kind of like math. That's why they made me treasurer.
Nobody asked you, Penelope.
Does the E really stand for electricity?
I think so.
I was too busy sliding down the banisters. It's me, Jimmy.
I thought it was engineering, but Jessica's mom's really smart,
Oh,
so
that
I'm
would make
probably
more
wrong.
sense if it was engineering.
It doesn't matter what it stands for. All that matters is that it's evil.
That's what E stands
That's
for.
what the
E
stands for.
stands for
It's
evil.
science, technology, evil. And your mom? Is that what the M stands for?
And me as well. If I don't get this show right, I'll go to hell. If I don't nail this time at the age of 12.
She's the evil mom. She's the evil mom.
Oh.
STEM.
She's the evil mom.
She's the evil mom.
Just because my mom was once off Broadway. She thinks she can direct from behind, that it will all go her way.
You know why? 'Cause she's the evil mom. Yeah, she's the evil mom. STEM.
Oh, she's the evil mom. Yeah, she's the evil mom.
STEM.
You remember last 4th of July, I was out on the beach building a big old castle. And she came on by and she stomped it out and she called me a fucking asshole. And I'm just a little kid with a creative dreams, but that's just not enough for her it seems. So I'm getting ready to take down your mom.
She's the evil mom. She's the evil mom.
She's the evil mom. She's the evil mom.
But what if she cuts me off right when I'm at the start? If I'm sent to STEM school and I cannot do my art, who will know what I could do in a pinch? I could be the next David Lynch or the next David Finch. I only know David. She's the evil mom. She's the evil mom. Oh, she's the evil mom.
She's the evil mom.
We gotta put on a big old show for her. I mean, come on. She's the evil mom. She's the evil mom. Yeah.
We cut to the adults on the back deck. They're chilling. The kids are inside working so hard, and all the aunts and uncles are just like slipping on some beer. Maybe there's some like nice sangria.
Daniel, this is a really nice back deck.
Thanks.
This is so nice.
I would say build it myself, but I did not.
What is this? Is this cedar? Is this composite?
Yeah, it's from the composite tree.
Whoa.
Sick.
Can I sniff it?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Is that weird?
No, sniff my deck, man.
I'm kind of looking at it. I'm like, I want to sniff this deck.
No,
It's
get
a big deck.
Yeah,
I know.
get on my deck, bro.
It's the biggest deck I've ever seen. And
Yeah,
I just really,
it's thick.
Thank you.
I just want to put my face.
It's
really
like a
close to
tree
it like
trunk.
Yeah.
Literally.
that. I just kind of want to experience the whole thing. The whole effect of this deck is really, it's doing something to me.
So sniff it then.
All right. And it gets
Yeah,
down
put
on
your
it.
whole face in it.
Is this like this down here? Yeah, that's a good deck right there.
How does it feel when somebody just sniffs your deck?
There's nothing like my deck.
Nothing makes me feel like more of a man than what another man is on all fours
Oh.
sniffing my deck.
That's how I feel whenever anyone compliments my wieners. I work real hard on the grill.
Yeah.
And when I'm slinging those wieners and somebody compliments my wieners,
It pays
I love
off.
that.
Can I be vulnerable with you both for a second?
Please.
No one's ever complimented my balls.
What?
You know my basketball company?
Yeah.
No one's ever said one good thing about them.
Oh.
They never said negative things, but I can't even get a Google review.
Oh. Well, if I wrote a Google review, it would say that your basketballs have like the nicest grip to them.
Could you do that?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Could you do that right now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I would
I'm
love
on-
to review your balls.
Thank you. You can send a picture of my balls if you want to. That might really help.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll send a picture of your balls.
Do you want me in the picture or do you want it to be just of your balls?
Well, if we could,
It
do
could be
both.
me like playing with them.
If we got a picture of my balls and your wiener
on my deck.
on your deck, if we got a picture of all three, then we could just use it on all of our Google reviews.
We got back to the kids.
I'm not sure about this soliloquy you want me to read.
I wouldn't have given you the role if I didn't think you could handle it, Petey.
I don't even fully understand the role.
That's why I'm Bush number 2, right?
You're a beautiful Bush, Penelope.
Can I be Bush
Yeah.
number 2?
Listen, I'm really sick of
No,
you guys
I'm W.
questioning my my direction. I'm a director, and I don't like you guys questioning this.
I'm just not seeing the creative vision. I'm not gonna lie. It's me, Jimmy, again.
I feel like that's a you problem, Jimmy.
I'm just not getting the full artistic vision of this. Can you go over it one more time for us?
Oh my god. Okay, so for the last time,
It just seems like you have a really specific vision in your head, and the rest of us aren't seeing it.
well, we've all seen the best animated movie, right?
Yeah,
Lion King 1.5.
I love Lion King 1.5. Are you kidding
Okay.
me?
Such a unique POV.
Dig a ton, I'll
Yeah.
dig a ton. What was that? Quick before the hyena comes. Yeah,
Okay,
I know
one
it.
of us has seen Lion King
Guys-
1.5
Yeah, I know it really well.
More than
Hey,
the rest of
one
us.
of our parents works for Disney and is going to sue us for singing the song, so we can't do that.
That's
one.
true. Maybe I should stop singing Disney songs.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, rumor has it that Lion King 1.5 was based on a different piece of work by a man named Tom Stoppard called Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. And that's based on a different piece of work by a man or maybe a woman, nobody actually knows, named William Shakespeare.
Is that why?
Whoa.
Because the Lion King 1 is like kind of an allegory for Hamlet. So then
See,
one and
if
a
you
half.
already knew this.
1.5 is like a parody of the. I love that.
Yeah.
Is it true that
Material.
Lion King 2 is a tale of two cities?
Why else would it have 2 in the title?
Yeah.
Oh, this is nuts. Disney has to be stopped.
Yeah. And so just like those are all subdivisions and they each have the same work, this is a different POV of a side character from the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Oh, we definitely all know about Fast and Furious.
You don't need to know about Fast and Furious. This isn't about Dom. This is about,
It's about his car.
yeah.
And I'm going to give it all I got.
Thanks, Dottie.
Wait, so this is like Disney's Cars?
No, it's
No,
Fast and the
not
Furious.
everything is Disney.
Cars
Yeah.
2.
These are much angrier than the Cars and Cars or
Cars
Cars
3.
2 or
Kids don't-
planes ever get.
Kids don't always get to sink their teeth into like a real meaty kind of script like this. Like we mostly play, flowers and like pilgrims and stuff. And like I get to play a car that hurts people
Wait,
and
what's
gets
the, what's
hurt
the
in
first
itself.
line? And he looks at it, he goes, Speed. I am speed.
So we lightly borrowed from the classics.
Yeah. And it's like such a gritty story because like well, let me break it down for you. Take a deep breath. Build up your courage. I'm taking you into Dom's garage. Look at the roads. They lay before us, but all of these cars, and not one Taurus. Nobody likes to drive a Ford Taurus. It's in the back of a garage, a beat down Ford Taurus. It could go fast, it knows, if only it had nos. But what, pray tell, would be the cost?
We gotta be fast. We gotta be furious. We gotta go out there and show them all. We gotta be fast. We gotta be furious. And that's how we'll show them all.
Again, I cannot overstate how seriously I'm taking this play. I've been method acting, that's why for the last 30 minutes I've been sitting in your driveway. I will feel the car, I will be the car, even though I cannot speak. I will speak my emotions through a heartfelt beating.
We gotta be fast. We gotta be furious. It's the only way that we can save the day. We gotta be fast. We gotta be furious. this kind of a play.
And in the B plot, the tourist meets up with some thugs. They force her to install the nos, which in this universe is drugs. It's really scary. It'll give you a fright, a scare. I'm hoping I can sell the script to be produced by Dare.
That we can make sure it won't bomb. We gotta be fast. We gotta be furious. We gotta drive right into the heart of your mind.
Into my mind.
We gotta ride into that sunset, and by sunset I mean
My mind. Crash into my
We got outside to the backyard and we see the group of moms instead this time. What are they doing?
All right, hold on. Let's think of a joke here.
Oh, I already have one.
Oh, great. Go.
I was just going to let you guys build and then I was going to drop it.
Okay.
Okay, all
This
right.
sangria is amazing.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so sweet.
I love the chunks of actual fruit in here.
I'm so glad you like it. I brought more. Check out these jugs.
Whoa!
Marjorie, you always bring the best jugs to every party.
I love showing them off.
Your jugs are the talk of the town.
You guys like my jugs. The dads like my jugs.
I'm a little upset that nobody has commented, however, on my luminaries that I have placed around the deck. They're made out of just the biggest cans I could find.
Oh, I love your big cans.
Yeah. It's really nice. You just poke little holes in them. You drop in little votives, and then everyone can see your cans all from across the neighborhood.
And it keeps the mosquitoes away.
They really shine.
Can I be vulnerable with the two of you?
Please.
No one said a word about my breasts. My chicken breasts.
Yo!
I've been cooking them up all this time. It's my own custom seasoning.
Well, how could we say something about them if we haven't tried them yet? Come on, give us some of your breasts.
True. They're ready. Everyone just rip right into my breasts.
You know what? I think this is the year I'm finally ready to try some breast instead of Gerald's weenies.
Ooh, you think so?
Yeah, it's time for some change.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hop off that deck and onto your cans.
Yeah, thank you.
Get back. Jessica, I think it's time.
My name's Jennifer.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Is it?
Oh, it's not?
No, Jennifer's the other cousin. She's 11 and a half. She'll be 12 soon.
Sorry.
robbed.
Sorry, Jennifer is my name that I'm going to file with the DGA. I'm taking
Better
Jennifer's
Your
name.
stage name?
Yeah.
Oh.
My backstage name.
Oh, what's the DGA?
It's the Directors Girl Scouts of America.
Well, I didn't realize you were such a professional. Anyway, everybody, we're at Places, folks.
Everyone's ready? You better not fuck this up for me.
Oh my God, you made me play George W. Bush. Of course I'm going to fuck it up.
Wait, is it George W. Bush or a car? Or is it both?
It's all
I'm
a
Dottie.
metaphor.
I'm playing the car.
Oh, I'm confused about how many
Penelope
cousins.
is playing George W.
The
Bush.
Penelope is George W. Bush.
Dottie's
Dottie is
playing
the
the
car.
car.
Jimmy is the stage manager. And Petey has
Is a
to
gaffer.
do a soliloquy.
Oh.
Oh, he's a gaffer who does a soliloquy.
And
at some
Jimmy's
point.
sliding down the banister to be Mary Poppins.
Well, wait a second. We didn't have a part for
Wait,
you,
look,
Jessica.
he's sliding up the banister. Wow, and now he's sliding down.
Oh.
And now he's sliding up, but he's about to get stuck.
But Jessica, what are
Wait, he fell on the floor really hard.
And now he's crying.
But Jessica, what are you gonna do?
Hang on 1 second. Ben, can you pass Jimmy the Band-Aids?
Yeah, I opened them all just to be safe.
Thank you. I will put them all over my arm, even though I have no visible wounds.
It will make you feel better on
Amen.
the inside.
Oh,
Yeah,
these
it's a
are
placebo
Encanto
effect.
Band-Aids. They're Encanto on here.
They got healing powers.
Yeah, like the food.
Casita.
Like the mom with the
Wait,
food.
we have to stop talking about Disney. Oh no.
Jessica, what are you gonna do in the play?
I'm the director.
Yeah, but Jessica, what is there to direct when the show is happening?
Jessica, look at me. Jessica, you're just going to sit back and watch us do all our hard work? You don't even have us run the show.
I'm sorry, do you think that what I do isn't hard?
Jessica.
No, like of course it's hard, but like you've just been putting so much work into the show that we thought you should get to be on the stage
I hate for you to be an unsung hero of this show, Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica.
I couldn't possibly act in something that I wrote and directed.
People do it all the time.
Yeah, all the time, Jessica. Lin-Manuel Miranda does it like all the time.
Anna Kendrick just did it with the Scary Movie I should not have been allowed to watch.
Yeah, it's got a bad word in the title.
and the guy who kills people.
We weren't supposed to watch it. We stayed up past midnight.
I couldn't possibly, though. There's not like there's a role left for me or anything.
Jessica, you wrote the show.
I know, but I just thought I'd cast all of you little ones and then I would just sit back like the big, strong 12-year-old that I am. But could I? Could I take a role?
Yeah.
What if I can't hack it? What if Mom and Dad think I'm a joke? What if I give myself a little cameo and when I step out I just show?
Yeah, but what if you get sent to STEM camp?
Oh no, stop.
What if you have to learn math?
I couldn't possibly.
Dirty man.
You'd be there writing those numbers and thinking, oh, how I wish I could turn time back.
You plus the stage equals everything you've ever wanted. I think that's math. You plus the stage equals everything you've ever wanted. Jessica.
I'm so sick of my mom and her domineering. She thinks that she can control my art, thinks that I'll turn to engineering.
Dirty, gross engineering.
But what if I take the stage and what if I'm a star in a bit of rage? I've written every word on all this page. It's time for Jessica to shine.
You plus the stage equals everything you've ever wanted. Everything you've ever wanted, Jessica, is all you wanted. But you plus the stage equals everything you've ever wanted.
If I don't take this chance, I will be forever haunted. Plus the stage equals everything I've ever wanted. You're right. I have to do it. I have to fight for my art. I can't be contented to just stay in the background and lurk in the dark. I can do it. I can do it. I won't quit.
It's the only way to get everything you ever wanted. Everything you ever wanted. Jessica.
We cut to the dogs in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you guys feel like nobody pays attention to us? Like we're just sitting back here.
That's
Mind
why
our
they
own
call
business.
it the dog days of summer.
Feels like they brought us here just so that we could entertain ourselves.
Yeah, there's no kids to run around. They're all inside.
Yeah. It's just me all alone with my bone. Just me and my bone.
Oh, you got a bone, huh?
That's all I got is my bone sometimes.
Check out my rod.
Oh, shit, man, you got a rod?
You like this thing?
Yeah.
It's filled with peanut butter.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's
You're
pretty
just
good.
like gnawing that rod?
I do. I like to. Sometimes I stick my tongue in my rod.
Oh, that's crazy. I just
guys.
gum my bones
Yeah.
sometimes.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
check out my penis.
Whoa! We cut back.
Okay, I'll get all the adults. And also, can the dogs watch?
Everyone is here. Look.
She flings open the glass sliding door to the deck in the backyard. Okay, everyone, the show is about to begin. Come in and find your seats. There's
Oh,
like
boy,
pillows on
here
the
we
ground,
go.
couches and stuff.
I hope everyone understands my vision. I think it's pretty straightforward.
This better be a good show, Jessica, says me, your mother.
Mom, it's gonna be the best show you've ever seen.
Say, are you in costume? My God, are you in this show?
Yeah, Mom. Yeah, I wrote, directed, and have a bit role in
Why
this
are you
show.
dressed like Harold Hill from The Music Man?
Because I'm a what? I'm a what?
She's a music man, and
All
she's
right.
with us. You take your seats. The living room is dark. A single bedside lamp lights up the scene.
We watch as all the youngest cousins come out, dressed as little fairies, but with wheels. There are fairy wings and wheels, and they're going vrum 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 vrum. One of them trips and falls and starts crying in the middle and is dragged off stage by Jessica.
And George H.W. Bush says, "Oh, there's going to be high emissions on those," and then he leaves.
You did great. You nailed it.
And then walks in Jessica. She's dressed as Harold Hill. She's in red stripes. She's carrying a briefcase, and she's got one of those old-timey hats on. She takes center spotlight, which is just Jimmy up on the top banister with a light pointed down
He's
at
got
her.
a flashlight.
Yeah.
It says Jimmy on it.
This is my flashlight. I brought it from home.
Welcome, everyone, to the greatest show on earth. Please don't sue us. Putnam or whatever, whoever has the circus. I can't do this.
Got this.
I can't do this.
You got this, says George W. Bush. Hey now. Hey, Jessica. Don't let them misunderestimate you.
Haven't you ever just gotten real nervous, W?
No, I just wing it, and people can tell.
Yeah? You've never had that moment on stage where you just blank and you don't feel like anyone appreciates you and you have to tell them to please clap.
No, it did. Oh, also, that was my brother. That
I
did
know.
happen to my brother.
That's what I'm saying. It never happened
But
to you.
you know what? Something I truly do believe, Jessica. No child left behind. That means you, sweetheart. Knock 'em dead.
I've always wondered what that meant this whole time.
This all happened in the middle of the stage while under the spotlight with all the adults watching.
The costume was really good. The adults are like, this is so topical. How did they...
How do these kids know about George W.
is-
Bush?
2003.
Oh, they've
Oh.
been listening to
Oh,
us
okay.
watch the news.
Encanto came out already. And the mom crosses her eyes and sighs. She's sitting right in the middle of the audience.
Her
and she's-
eyes?
What?
You said she crosses her eyes.
She crosses her eyes. She goes, oh, this again.
She crosses her eyes, she rolls her arms.
Yeah.
And she adjusts her eyes and points them fixedly at Jessica and just sort of shakes her head.
We take you down south to the Mississippi's gaping mouth. Yeah, that's where we set our scene. Based on your favorite tales from the silver screen.
We come together as one family, whoa, in the show that you're watching, of course, but also actual family, oh, whoa. We're about to be the fastest kids you've ever seen, oh, whoa. 'Cause together we make the fastest family.
And no one's gonna know, they're not gonna know just what to say.
fastest family.
So don't be furious.
We're the fastest family.
Don't be curious.
Welcome to the greatest show that you will ever see. Oh, oh, oh. We're the fastest family.
Yeah, in comes Dottie on all fours. She's zooming around the room faster than anyone thought possible. Speed! I am speed!
We see Petey come in and he's got a soliloquy ready. And he does a whole soliloquy and it's very impressive.
Two twins who have been in the back the whole time act out the entirety of Hamlet by themselves. No one knew they were working on it, but it killed.
Jimmy falls off the banister again, but is wearing enough band-aids that he doesn't even feel it.
Hooray! That's a stunt I did on purpose.
Jessica's mom is trying not to feel anything, but a tear is creeping up the back of her eyeball socket.
The story has evolved, of course, and we've seen young Harold Hill take on the crew from Fast and Furious until finally it gets to this ultimate scene where we see as Harold Hill has convinced the family to let him be one of them and to fully accept Harold Hill as he truly is.
If there's one thing we've learned all together, it's that we can do whatever we want. We're birds of a feather. And if there's something I've seen, it's that we can't do math. And math rhymes with F, and F's for family.
F's for family. F's for family. We're the best you'll see. F's for family. And we watch as all this is happening. The family is chatting. Is every song gonna be just about family? Is that
And also drugs? Is this sponsored by
They're
the
like,
air?
Step starts with S, and that rhymes with Jess, and that stands for Jessica.
But there in the middle of the audience is Jessica's mom, openly weeping. Her eyes just gushing tears as if she's never
Oh my
cried
god,
before.
she's so wet. Why is she squirting like that?
I love this so much. Jessica,
Yeah, Mom?
I'm so impressed.
You really mean that?
I mean it.
Jessica, your mom is so moist.
Just is a wet mom a happy mom?
Jessica, a wet mom is a loving mom.
I've never made my mom this wet before.
I was wrong, Jessica.
Say it again. Say it again.
I was so wrong, Jessica.
Say it a third time.
I was so wrong, so very freaking wrong, Jessica. This is the greatest show.
You think?
Better than that movie I know.
All 12 of them?
Don't make me say it again. You'll never have to study STEM.
F is for family.
F is for family.
F is for
F is for family.
family. And right now, F is also for
Oh, you made the mom so wet. Oh.
I love a wet mom.
I had to get one more of those in.
I love when a show full of kids gets so dirty, so incredibly dirty.
So good.
That was so fun.
Now, nobody steal our idea for a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern side quest of Fast and the Furious, okay? I mean,
that show made
Also,
perfect
don't
sense.
steal the deck and the jug thing. I want to write that down.
also, I feel like that's already happened in
Yeah,
Hobbs
we're the
and
first
Shaw.
one.
No,
to
no,
ever
no.
do that.
I'm the first one to make that joke. I'm pretty sure.
That's definitely just us. Well, Natalie, so we have ended the story
Mhm.
as far as we know,
Mhm.
but we are not done yet with our journey.
Yes,
here
you
today.
have a special job. We call this a little epilogue game. So we like to ask you, who do you think is the most charming character? And we mean this in like an improv way, like who's a charm scene character, like someone who maybe didn't have that big of a part in the show. And who do you think deserves another shot to be heard?
Oh man, I got a couple of options in here, but I kind of can I do a reverse epilogue so it's a time jump back in
You
time?
can do literally whatever
Yes.
you want to do.
Yeah.
Yes, and
I'm drunk with power. I would love to see Jessica's mom's turn on off Broadway. Part of that that part of her life.
That's right.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
We go back to a young Jessica's mom. Jessica Senior is her name. It's always been her name. Very strange.
She's standing outside of a theater in a line of other women that look very similar to her. And it is the crack of dawn. And she had a late night. She did not take care of her instrument the night before.
And she needs this cash.
Yeah.
Okay. Jessica Senior, you can do this. You might have made some mistakes last night, it's true. But can any of the girls here do math like I do? They've all studied theater for all their days. But do they know how to multiply? Just wait till you see me exponentially improve. Just wait till you see me exponentially improve. I can dance, I can sing, I can tap, I can romp, I can groove. And just wait till you see me exponentially improve. Hey, Mr. Director,
Yeah,
you see me standing here?
I do.
Well, if you crossed your eyes, you might see that I multiply.
There's two.
Hey, mister,
Uh-huh.
that's not my twin sister.
No.
It's just me, and I'm that talented boy. What a surprise. Wait till you see me exponentially improve. Wait till you see me exponentially improve. I'm single and flirty. I've got nothing to lose. Wait till you see me exponentially improve. See me there on the stage under that spotlight.
She's so flexible.
It sure is fun up here, but I'm starting to divide.
Wow, those are some splits.
My brain's going in one direction, but in the other it wants something new. Should I give up this stage for a family? It's true. Wait till you see me exponentially improve. Wait till you see me exponentially improve. I'm gonna make a daughter just like me. Watch as I do. See me exponentially improve. Exponentially improve. Tap, tap, tap. I quit. That was also the story of how she left off.
Ah.
I like how
Yay.
you said that she didn't take care of her instrument the night before, and then you yes-anded by having a coughing fit in the middle of it.
I
Yeah.
also did not take care of my
Choice.
instrument last night.
You really took choking literally.
I really was the wrong person to choose do a math song.
I think you killed it.
Nobody told you there had to be math in
No,
it.
I did, and so I had to do it. That was such a
I loved
treat.
it. Thank you. Thanks, Austin, for putting yourself out there and
Anytime.
talking about some numbers. Thanks, Natalie, for being here. Do you have anything you would like to plug? Any
Yeah.
last words if people want to follow you?
Oh, yeah, you can follow me at Nat the Younger on Instagram and nowhere else. You can also, I'm sure there'll be links to Shared History and Under the Kilt. If you like Scottish history, that's what Under the Kilt is. It is not pornography, but if you also
Not
like
yet.
Scottish,
Great name.
if you like Scottish accents, our guests are all Scots. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
You can see Natalie perform with us at Baby Wants Candy at Second City,
You
which is
can.
always such a treat. And hopefully, I don't know when this episode's going to go out, but hopefully there's a comedian cabaret on the
Yeah,
way,
hopefully.
which is
Yes,
one of
we
our
love
favorite
comedian
shows at
cabaret.
Annoyance.
And when we perform together in Baby Wants Candy, I do a lot of dancing, which I realize is so sad and hard when you're sitting in a chair. I'm
It's
like, I just want to dance.
You have to say things like tippity tap tap tap. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Natalie. I'm of course sitting across from the amazingly tap dance friendly. It's Lily Ludwig.
And I'm sitting across from a multiplied matrix himself. It's Austin Packard.
Oh, that's me, and of course his fingers do the dancing for him. It's Sam Scheidler, our music director.
And hail Hamlet on the drums. It's Kristen.
That's classic Hamlet on the drum.
Yeah.
Folks, we have been Charm Scene. We put out new episodes every single Tuesday. Please do tell your friends, spread the good word of Charm Scene. Until then, you can learn more at Charm Scene Pod on Instagram. Thank you once again to Natalie for joining us. This was so much fun.
Thanks for having me.
So glad to finally have you on. And until next time,
You just got charmed.
you just got charmed. Yeah.
Oh, this song makes me hot. No, it's not that.
We have to turn Sam's mic off in a lot of the final mixes.
I just start, yeah. Oh, baby.
I can still hear it quietly in the background of mine.